Hey guys, welcome back to another very interesting video of our channel Versatile Knowledge, and today I'm going to tell you how you can install SSD on any laptop in the CD drive and make it 50 times faster than before. Before we proceed, I'm using this SanDisk pen drive to put the Windows 10 ISO file in it, and I made this pen drive as a bootable USB using the Rufus tool, which is freely available on the internet. Windows 10 Home version is also freely available on the internet to download on the Microsoft website. And I am backing up all my static data and media files on this Western Digital external hard disk for this process to be seamless. The prerequisites for this process and the only investment that you need to make for this process is the internal SSD, which in my case is the Kingston 240GB SSD. You can choose based on your requirement, and you can choose SSD of any brand as well. The second thing you need is this caddy, where you can put the SSD and put it inside our laptop's CD drives. The price of this Kingston 240GB SSD is around 3000 rupees, and this caddy actually costs you somewhere around 350 rupees. And these two things can save you a lot of money by making your computer 50 times faster, and you don't need to upgrade to a new system for at least the next 2 years. The links for these two products will be provided in the description. If you buy from that link, which is an Amazon affiliate link, it will certainly help out our channel. As you can see, once the backup of all the files are completed, I will go ahead and turn off my computer for the SSD installation process. I am turning off my computer now, and what we will do is we will have to make sure that we place our laptop on a soft surface. These are the two important things that we need for this process. And I will be placing my laptop on this soft surface, which is wiped prior, because we don't need to scratch our laptop. Now I have placed my laptop upside down on the soft surface, and this is the CD drive place where we need to put the SSD for this machine. As you can see, these are the important things for our process. The 240GB SSD, which is made by Kingston, and the caddy, and inside the box of the caddy itself we also get these 4 small screws, and also we get this screwdriver which can be used to tighten and loosen the screws, which I will be explaining you guys in a moment. And also we get this user manual that is provided inside the box of the caddy. This user manual need not be thrown away, unlike any other smartphone user manual, because this is very important to understand the whole process of installing the SSD. And as you guys can see, I have inserted the SSD into the caddy. Now I'll use the provided 4 screws to tighten the holes of the caddy. For this process, I am using the screwdriver, which is again provided inside the box, or you can use any other screwdriver which you already have. Since the SSD need to fit tightly inside this caddy, screwing process is extremely important. And as you can see, I have tightened the screws, and you can actually feel it to be firmly sitting inside the caddy, and it does not have any rattling that is present. It is firmly sitting inside the caddy now. Now I will be removing the screws on the back side of the laptop. The screw next to the CD drive need not be removed. It is just an optional thing. But the most important screw that you need to remove is the one which is present in the center, which holds the CD drive in the place. As you can see, this is the screw that I am removing. You need to remove this center screw. Sometimes in old machines, it takes a lot of effort to remove the center screw because it is old and there will be a lot of rust. I recommend putting a couple of drops of hair oil so that the screw gets loosened, and with some effort, you can easily pull out the screws that is present on the center of the laptop. This is the most important step of the process, guys. Now the next step is to flip the laptop and turn it on, and once the laptop starts, what you need to do is to just eject the CD drive and just turn it off again. Now the CD drive should be out and the laptop should be turned off. If you have done this, you can again flip the laptop upside down. Now as you guys can see, my CD drive is out. I can remove the center screw of the laptop easily so that we can continue with the process. The CD drive has been ejected outside properly, and this is the center screw which I should be removing properly without any problems. It took me a lot of effort to remove because it is an 8-year-old laptop. Now, as you can see, the next step of the process is I have removed the center screw and I can plug out the CD drive attachment. Initially, it takes slight effort. Just be gentle and pull out the CD drive so that it comes out without any damages. And as you can see, we have removed the CD drive out of the laptop successfully. And this is how the CD drive looks inside a laptop, guys. Isn't it exciting? And now what I'll do is I'll just pick up this CD drive to show you guys this important thing, that is the clamp. There is this clamp with two important screws that is present, which we need to unscrew from the CD drive. Just use the provided screwdriver again and just unscrew these two screws. As you can see, I have removed, and this is the attachment. I'll just keep this CD drive aside for a moment since I have removed it. Now, as you can see, this is how that clamp was. There was two important screws and there was one clamp which is made out of aluminium. So this is the clamp. Make sure that you don't lose any of the screws during this process, guys. Now what we will have to do is we will have to take this hard disk caddy or the SSD caddy. So this is the caddy, right? And this is a place where you have to just put that clamp you have just removed from the CD drive. This is how you need to place it, and you need to screw those two screws on this caddy. The clamp was actually taken from the CD drive, just remember that. And once I have put that clamp on my caddy, this is how it will be looking. You just used some effort to tighten the screws for that clamp on your SSD's caddy.
You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by.
Again, these are very minor things, guys. You have to just be gentle, at the same time use some effort to tighten, because even a small thing here and there, if it goes wrong, you might damage the whole thing. As you can see, I have put the clamp on the top of my caddy and it is not rattling. It is firmly sitting on top of my caddy and it is done successfully. Now as you can see, the left side is our CD drive and this is our caddy. And on my caddy there is one surface where we will have to put this CD drive's head. This is the head of the CD drive, right? If you just put some effort over here on the left side, head will actually come out of your CD drive. As you can see, this head will actually come out of the CD drive because this is an aesthetic thing. As you can see, it has come out easily of my CD drive. I can keep my CD drive aside for now, because we will have to put this head of the CD drive to the head of the caddy. This is just an aesthetic thing, guys. It is not providing any functional importance. Just put it like this on your caddy so that when you are putting the caddy inside your computer, it does not look odd. There should not be a space so that some dust will go or something. As you can see, we have put the head successfully. The next step in the process is to just insert our SSD's caddy inside our laptop. As you can see, everything has been kept successfully. The SSD is inserted, clamps are put, the head of the caddy has been inserted successfully, and it looks completely perfect. Now I will just make it upside down and easily slide it into the laptop, and just using some pressure from the opposite end of my laptop, I will cluck it in properly to give that cluck sound which makes sure that it is inserted properly. Now I will just tighten the screws that we had removed initially. The center screw is the most important one. This was just an optional screw. I will use some effort to just make sure that the center screw has been tightened successfully. What I noticed during the process is that the screwdriver that was provided inside the box was actually not efficient for me, because I was not able to remove the center screw. So I used a third-party screwdriver which I already had, so that there is firm grip. The screwdriver that was given inside the box did not have firm grip, guys. It was like a very low quality screwdriver. Nevertheless, I have just tightened the screws, that is the center screw, and also the optional screw which I had just removed next to the CD drive. The center screw is very important. As you can see, everything has been installed successfully and our whole SSD installation process is completed. Now the SSD installation process was successfully completed, and while I was at it, I noticed that there is something white patch that is present on the shoes of my laptop. So I just used an Indian jugaad to just take a marker, that is a blue marker, and I just slowly wrote some circles around my shoe so that it doesn't look bad whenever I flip the laptop upside down again. So as you can see, everything looks clean and neat. Now I will just boot the laptop and make sure to see that whether my SSD installation was successfully completed and is recognized by the system. Go to my computer, and here on the top surface there is this computer tab, and here there is the manage option. Just go to the manage option over here, guys, and there is this disk management that is present. This is the disk management of our my computer section, and here just go ahead and click to format the new drive that has been recognized. Yes, just click on OK to just make sure that this new SSD has been formatted and gets recognized by our Windows successfully. As you can see, there is the disk 1 which says it has 223.56 GB of unallocated space. That means our computer's BIOS has recognized this new SSD successfully. Congratulations, you have done it. Now, what you will have to do is just turn off the computer now. And once you are turning on again, make sure that you install the Windows 10. Now in my process, I'm using the HP computer, guys, and in my HP computer, going into BIOS is by using the escape button. And I'm plugging in the pen drive where I have booted my Windows 10 ISO file using the Rufus tool. Make sure that you just plug in your laptop to your power cord so that it does not go wrong. So I'm hitting the escape button because I am using a HP machine. In other computers, this process is different. Once you keep hitting escape, you will go to this startup menu. Just go to the BIOS settings now using the F10 button. Here in the BIOS settings, you will actually have to set up the boot order from the pen drive. Go to the system configurations, and here in the system configuration, there is something called as boot option. Here in the boot option, as you can see, initially it will be OS boot manager. You will have to just use the F5 and F6 keys to move the USB diskette on key or USB hard disk, to just make sure this is the first option because our OS is on our pen drive, right? So just use the F6 key to move the USB diskette to the first in the list. So this should be the priority for UEFI boot order. As you can see, USB goes to the top, and now I will use the F10 button to save and exit. Once you save and exit, as you can see, the Windows installation process has started on our SSD. Here I will just show you how you can install Windows directly on the SSD by making partitions. These are optional steps, guys. If you just want to install Windows on the SSD, you can use this process. As you can see, we have all our drives present, and at the end we have 223.6 GB, that is our SSD. Here I will be installing Windows, guys. As you can see, I am deleting all my partitions because I want to do a clean install. I just don't want to keep all the old junk, so that my new Windows will be booted completely and it will be a new computer altogether. I will go ahead and just delete all the partitions, and I will install the Windows cleanly on our SSD. The whole installation process, what I observed, was actually 50% faster when compared to the hard disk installation which I had done a few years back. Since this is an old machine, whole boot up process should be faster because of the presence of the new SSD that we have put. I'm just testing how fast whether my laptop will boot up. And in my testing in the last couple of days, that I have found out is, initially my laptop used to take around 8 to 10 minutes to boot up, and now it is just taking 12 to 13 seconds for the whole boot up process, right from the time I put my password to the apps getting initialized and getting ready for my work to get done. So this is how it makes the difference. SSD, when we install it and put our OS inside the SSD, the whole process becomes 50 or 100% faster depending upon the processor that you have. So this is what SSD makes a difference. So you don't need to buy a new laptop, guys. If your old laptop is getting slow, just install an SSD in this CD drive slot by using this master tutorial. If you guys have liked this video, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more interesting and amazing content like this one. Thank you for watching, guys.